Hi, my name is Dr. Cordy Williams, Health from Within Family Wellness Center, and I'm really excited to be coming to you today. This is our first annual health hack. We're going to be doing these once a week, and it's always going to be a different theme. It's always going to be a different conversation between you and me every single week. We're also doing newsletters every week. I've got a fabulous marketing person. Her name's Brandy Daniels. She's just like marketing guru extraordinaire, loves the mission, loves what we're trying to do to help you guys stay free of chemical, physical, emotional stress, okay? So through your email, you're going to be getting a newsletter. Those newsletters come automatically. I know you're going to love it. It's going to have all the updates and all the different things that we're doing in the practice to not only change your life and change your health, but really change the health of the community, because that's what we're out to do. Okay, so these 10-minute health hacks, always going to be a different theme. Today, what I want to discuss with you that I'm really excited about is posture, your cervical curve, and fascia. And you guys are probably like doing the Scooby-Doo right now, and you're like, "Arr? What is fascia?" Well, fascia is this thin layer of connective tissue that surrounds your organs, your muscles, okay? And the cool thing about fascia is there's 10,000 nerve fibers that go to fascia. So obviously when we think about the body, we think about your brain, your spinal cord, and the expression of that life flow, that intelligence from that spinal cord out to every cell, tissue, and organ. But what we don't think about sometimes when we have that conversation is what's going on with the layers of tissue that surround those muscles, that surround those organs. Obviously, the most important thing we can do is get that brain to spinal cord communication going and moving. And we want to look at specific nerve angles that allow that life expression to happen, like 31 in the brainstem bone, the atlas. We want that angle from a side view to look like an airplane taking off. And then we want the curve in your neck to be a nice, like a banana shape or like a C-shaped curve, right? And then we want that forward head posture to be non-existent. We want it to be with that, where your ears are directly above your shoulders, and it just looks like you're looking at the horizon and you're standing 10 feet tall, right? Because that's what happens when we have that curve, right? And we're at 31, 42, and the last one is 0, okay? So when we're moving, when life flow can move, and we're at those perfect angles, and that nerve expression can happen, then the next step that we want to look at is, okay, what's going on with that thin connective layer of tissue called fascia? Fascia, what it does is whenever you have a bad thought, whenever you have chemicals in your body, like for example these chemtrails that don't exist, even though we know that they really do, right? When we are exposed to those chemtrails, which happens every single day, what that does is that tightens down the fascia. And see, the fascia, really a great example of it is like if you had your arm and your elbow extended out straight, like so, and I wrapped saran wrap around it like 31 times or 40 times or a million times, you're not going to be able to bend your elbow. Fascia builds up in your body the same way. It starts from birth, okay? It'll start collecting around those organs and those muscles and make those muscles and those organs unresponsive to the nerve signals. So what we want to do is free up that fascia. We can do it through doing work on your emotional stress, but we also have a way that we kind of go about it from a physical standpoint as well. And that's going to be with our curve corrective process, using the chirology precision technique, chiropractic biophysics, and the curve correction technique. That's going to allow us to retrain the fascia in your nervous system, in your neck and spine. And then we're going to use something called resistance, flexibility, and strength training in the different muscle compartments of your body to tap into not only the meridian system, because you have meridians that go all throughout your body, but also to tap into that fascia. So it's kind of like some of us have seen domes, right? Of course, like baseball stadiums, football stadiums, things of that nature. Well, there's a phrase or a term called tensegrity. And what tensegrity is it's when things kind of come together to create a structure. Like in a dome, it has a structure that's self-supporting. If you've ever seen the new Dallas Cowboys stadium, and I don't like the Cowboys, by the way, but it's the first thing that came to mind. If you've ever seen that stadium, it's self-supportive. So every single tile that is in that stadium roof allows that stadium to hold together and stay together. And it creates a kind of architectural like stability because all those pieces are kind of webbed in like a quilt or like a blanket with different parts, right? Or like ceramic tile on your floor. Anytime we take out a part out of that structure loses its integrity. Well, not good if you're talking about a stadium, but fantastic if we're talking about your fascia. Every time we take out a strand or a piece of that fascia, we make it less stable, so what do we do to the muscle? We activate it more. We activate that tissue more. We activate that organ more. And what does that do from a physiological standpoint in your body? Well, that's going to reduce like the bad, awful chemicals you have in your body called cortisol, and that's going to allow the dopamine and serotonin, the happy chemicals in your body, to regulate. You're going to get more of those. You're going to get more consistent regulation of the happy chemicals and less of the bad ones. And that's really our goal for you, okay? Our goal for you always is 100% life flow. But we know that lifespan equals life flow plus lifestyle. So the lifestyle part of this is the resistance stretching. The lifestyle part of this is the home traction unit you have at home where you're stretching this ligament and you're stretching the fascia. But even more than that, what you're doing is changing the brain signals. So the signals that are telling your brain that this is normal to look like a weird bird, now we want to correct that, get that head back, and now your body knows forward isn't normal at all anymore, but backwards is. Like for years we all kind of sat at the dinner table or sat at our grandmother's table, right? And she was like, okay, you're slouching down, Cordy, like sit up, okay? And we tried to sit up and what would happen? We would go right back down. And that's a product of those 10,000 nerve fibers in that fascia and that communication from the brain and spinal cord to the fascia being cut off, being blocked, being crushed. That's why our mission at Health From Within is to evaluate you chemically, physically, and emotionally, starting with the nervous system. And we know as we do that, everything's going to physiologically change. So I hope you enjoyed this 10-minute health hack today. Hopefully you got something from it. And if I made you kind of go like this, like The Rock, and you're wondering what's cooking now, well then this just creates more of a dialogue we can have later, okay? We're always trying to get people checked. So your friends, your neighbors, your family members, if you're watching this and you're not currently a practice member at Health From Within, or better yet, we like to call them family members, we've got a great special going on right now. It's a $700 exam, covers your consultation, your results, and your nervous system scan. That's right, we've got a great technology that tells us exactly how much inflammation there is in your organs. Let's get you checked right now. You can call my office at 760-385-8352, 760-385-8352. We'll get you checked immediately. That'll only be a $40 administrative fee, okay? God bless you. Hope you have a fabulous day and week. Take care.